Hello boys and girls, we're going to have a review lesson on solving equations. When we are solving equations, our goal is to get the variable isolated so that we know what the value is for that variable. Okay, the first thing that you do is you simplify everything you can on each side of the equal sign. Then if you have variables on both sides, you eliminate the variable term from one side so that you just have one variable term on one side. Then you add or subtract, you do the opposite. If there's addition, you subtract. If there's subtraction, you would add. And then the same thing for multiplying and dividing that you do last. If there's multiplication, you divide. If there's division, you multiply. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to simplify everything we can on each side of the equal sign. And you do that here by combining like terms. So we have 10x minus 4x. Okay? You have 10x and you subtract 4x, you now have 6x plus 12. And over here we have 9x minus 10 minus 2. We cannot combine the 9x with any other term, but we have minus 10 and minus 2. When you have negative 10 and you take away 2 more, you're more negative, and that's minus 12. If you want to do the keep, change, opposite, keep, add the opposite, negative 10 plus a negative 2 makes negative 12 or minus 12. Now we have simplified everything on both sides. We have no like terms that we can combine on each side. We do have variables on both sides, so we want to eliminate it from one side. So we would either subtract 6x from both sides or subtract 9x. And to keep from having a negative term, I'm going to subtract 6x. And I'm left with 12 equals, and then 9x subtract 6x equals 3x minus 12. Okay? The next step is to either add or subtract. We have subtracting 12, so I will add 12. And 12 makes 24. Bring down my 3x on the right side. Last step is to multiply or divide. This is multiplication, so I will divide by 3. And I have x, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. So the value for x is 8. Let's try one more. I'm going to combine all like terms on each side. Negative 8x plus 4x makes negative 4x. And I still have plus 1. Then I have negative 10 minus 6x plus 3. Well, negative 10 and 3 are both constants that you can combine, and negative 10 plus 3 makes negative 7, and I have minus 6x. Then I'm going to eliminate the variable from one side. I do not want to, I'm going to try to not have a negative variable term, so I can either add 4x or add 6x. And if you add 6x, that will allow you to not have a negative variable term, because negative 4x plus 6x is 2x, and then you still have negative 7 on the right side. Then you add or subtract, and since this is adding, I will subtract 1 from both sides, and I have 2x left on the left and negative 7 minus 1. If you have negative 7 and take away 1, you have negative 8. We can do the keep, change, opposite. And then the last thing, since this is multiplying, I will divide by 2. And x equals negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. Thank you.